Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another discussion video, and today we'll be talking about medicine perks / levels. As you can see by the title of this thread, it says, do medicine levels / perks work across an army? So we have a couple of dev replies right over here, I think 3 in total, and I think this is a good topic to talk about. I think this is a gray area for a lot of people. I'm not fully 100% on how medicine works exactly. I know obviously the basics and what the skills tell me and kind of like experience wise, but it's always good to have a dev kind of reinforce that and give you more information. So without further ado, I'm going to read the original poster and obviously the dev replies, and like always I'm going to link this down below, and let's go. Alrighty, so the original poster says, I've noticed that my companions who lead parties within my army gain points in medicine as their soldiers are injured. Great. They get experience. There's a noticeable difference when leading just one party in having even a basic surgeon with 80 skill points. Far fewer deaths overall in battle. It feels harder to track in an army where the engagements get pretty large. It also led me to wonder if the medicine skill and perks actually cover an entire army. I should know the effects better by this point, but some education would be much appreciated. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of a gray area, it's not very much explained in, like, let's say the encyclopedia and stuff like that. So it's kind of like certain things you don't know exactly. So I kind of get where he's coming from. So he continues, so I am putting my companions who lead a party in greater jeopardy if they are not covered by the surgeon within my party. Or do the skills cover the entire army, aside from any death-related concerns? Alrighty, so again, I agree. I don't know exactly, the ins and outs, but here's what the dev has to say. So dev states, for armies, the medicine is used from party surgeon. If no surgeon is available, then it is the party leader. Okay, so if you don't task somebody in your I guess in your clan or in your party as the surgeon, then your skill as the party leader will be used. So I'm guessing for whoever started the army. And then he states they actually affect the survival chance, but currently it is very low. And then he states this person above here is correct, that it has a base value of 10% survival for wounded troops or wounded characters. I believe it should be upped. Currently working on a skill effect document to revise some of the effects and make some of their effects meaningful. This is a long process, but I believe it can improve the experience a lot without relying on mods. Okay, so he's saying that currently there's a 10% survival rate for wounded characters, which is troops or lords, right? If they go down, which is very low, and he thinks they should be upped, and he's currently working on skill effects. Cool. And then he says, currently, 0 medicine has 10% death chance, and 300 medicine, which is nearly impossible, has 7.5% death chance. My bad. I said, I guess he kind of wrote it weirdly. Wait a minute. I think it's a 10% chance when they go down. Oh, okay. It was just stated weirdly. It's not a 10% survival chance. It's a 10% chance to die if wounded. And, I don't know, it's just worded very differently. Worded very differently, but okay. So then he states, at 0 medicine, there's a 10% death chance, and at 300, there's a 7.5% death chance. So all those skill only reduces the likelihood by 25%. Of course, in standard troops, it is more drastic, around 90 to 20%, 25% reduction with 0 to 300 medicine respectively. There's a lot of numbers being thrown around here, and it's kind of confusing. Is this 10% survival chance the same thing as this 10% death chance? It's actually kind of confusing to read, I'll be honest with you. But what he's technically stating is that the survival chance, I'm guessing, needs to be upped, and that their perks are being worked on to make that happen. And then the second part, okay, so he states for, I'm guessing for lords, the death chance doesn't go down, it goes down by just a little bit from 0 to 300 medicine, but when it comes to troops, it can go down from 90 to 25%, which is a lot more of a drastic change. Okay. And then we have a player saying, so you were saying the surgeon's skill only affects the party he's in, not the overall army as a whole. Each party in an army relies on its own surgeon or party leader's medicine skill. Is that right? And then he states, yes, that is what I currently understand from our implementation. Of course, some perks have been detailed implementations, and I cannot talk about them, but for the most part, what you say is correct. Okay, so what this means is each party in an army relies on their surgeon that is located in their party. So if you are the leader of an army and you have a surgeon, he does not cover the whole army. He only covers your party. Okay, there you go. That's good to know. And then what else do we have? And then we have another player saying you can also see each party leader gets medicine skill level up in battle as their troops are wounded. So yeah, unless you see surgeons as party leaders, they're stuck with no medic, or rather very low skill on the party leader. Do you know if any alternative way to level medicine are being worked on, or if the amount of skill gain can be improved? He states, the dev states, yes, I'm investigating new ways, some of them peaceful options to improve the medicine skill. I will try to balance the current experience gains by increasing as well. I'll try to balance the current experience gains by increasing. Okay. So there's going to be some peaceful ways to improve your medicine skill, maybe in the future. He says he's investigating some ways. Maybe the same way, you know how you drop off let's say a companion, you drop him off at a settlement. What if you can drop him off at a settlement so he can learn how to so he can like practice medicine or something like that? That would be actually kind of cool. And then like every day he gets like a little tick increase. You know, he's working kind of like in the hospital area or whatever hospitals were called back then. Were they called hospitals? Probably not. But like, you know, I'm pretty sure each town had like an area where there was a doctor you could visit and stuff like that, right? So that would be kind of a cool way to do it. It would be more peaceful. Or I don't know what other way you would actually do it. Maybe perk wise. That could be it too. And then he also states that he will increase how much experience you gain from, you know, wounded troops and stuff like that as well. Cool. He also states, also for some of the other skills, we are analyzing their current situation. Hopefully this will give more insight into skill experience gains and their effects. Okay, interesting. So a lot more different skills are being looked at. And we might see changes, whether they're nerfs or increases to how much experience is gained and their effects. Okay, so we are going to see some changes to that as well, which is quite significant. So good to see. But overall, what have we learned? Just a quick summary. So this one again was kind of weirdly worded. But let's start with this. So if you are in an army, each party has their own surgeon. So pretty much, if you are the leader of the army and you have a surgeon in your party, then that surgeon is only for your party, not for the entire army. And also, as a player stated here, if you see, if a party leader gets medicine skill, that means that the surgeon is not in their party. Otherwise, they would have gotten that skill. Okay. And then what we have here is the dev states that he will upgrade the survival chance for wounded characters, as you can see right over here, with different skill effects. And also, there will probably be changes to the how medicine affects the death chance of lords and probably the player as well. And then I don't know about the drastic, troop survival rates. I don't know if they're going to be touched. But, and lastly, we have, we might be getting different options on how to improve our medicine skill peacefully, and also increasing experience gains for medicine and other other skills in the future. Very cool. So hopefully this was informative. Hopefully you learned something. Ask me any questions and concerns. And like always, stay safe.